12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
Crater Lake at the park headquarters picking up 5 inches of snow last night, and we've seen them take care of that on the roads today. But more snow in the forecast as we head later tomorrow and especially into Friday, and totals will be significantly higher than that 5 inches we saw last night. Here's a look at temperatures right now. It's cold in the basin already, down below freezing, 24 in Lakeview, 24 degrees in Chemult, and now down to 31 in Klamath Falls. We're sitting at 40 in Medford and 47 degrees in Brookings. Satellite radar picture showing clear skies throughout southern Oregon and northern California, but clouds will thicken back up as we head into tomorrow. Let's take a look at Lake of the Woods, where we still have some patches of snow along 140, so still could be a little bit slippery out there tonight. Any wet roads will likely freeze along the Cascades where we had that snow last night. Down to 15 degrees tonight in Klamath Falls, 11 in Lakeview. It's going to get down to 22 in Mount Shasta, 29 in Medford, and down to 41 in Brookings. Could see a little bit of patchy freezing fog in some of our west side valleys. So a colder start to tomorrow, but in the afternoon we'll warm into the 40s for the east side, up into the lower 50s in many of our west side valleys. Winds start to crank up along the coast, and eventually some shower activity will start to move on in. Here's STORMCAST with how this all plays out. As we head throughout the day tomorrow, clouds increase, showers starting to impact the coast in the afternoon, also along the Cascades with some rain and snow showers, and maybe even in the afternoon we could see a shower in the Rogue Valley, including Medford and Grants Pass. But the more widespread wet weather moves in tomorrow night on into Friday. Snow in the morning hours will be heavy along the Cascades, and then notice that heavier rain pushing in along the coast. This is Friday morning at around 9:30. Some of that rain very heavy, and those winds will be strong as well. We will see some strong winds throughout much of southern Oregon, northern California. The heaviest rain and snow for inland areas, especially Friday afternoon into Friday evening. The biggest impacts from this storm will be in our higher elevations, where some significant snow is expected above 5,000 feet. That's going to lead to difficult travel, including our Cascade passes and those east side passes as well. And strong winds will also help to lower visibility along with that snow. Here's a look at winter storm watches we have in place above 5,000 feet along the Cascades and Siskiyous, and for the east side, as well as above 4,000 feet in the Mount Shasta area, including Snowman Summit, as well as the Mount Shasta Ski Park area, where we do expect some significant snow. Up to 6 to 12 inches for Chemult and those east side passes along 140. And then for Crater Lake, we could be seeing totals as high as maybe pushing 2 feet of snow by the time we end the day on Saturday. So we will see a lot of snow for those higher elevations, but also tracking some strong winds, especially with these high wind warnings where gusts could be as high as 60 to even 70 miles per hour or more on Friday. Here's a look at peak wind gusts for our region. Not too terribly strong in the Rogue Valley, but definitely the coast, the Cascades, and those east side areas seeing some of the strongest gusts with those winds out of the southwest. Your 7-day forecast: heavy rain moves into the coast on Friday, as well as some very strong winds. Showers will continue into Saturday. Northern California, dry tomorrow, but rain and snow likely on Friday. Some of that snow heavy for some of those higher elevations around Mount Shasta. The Klamath Basin, wet and windy to end out the work week. Some of those winds very strong. Not going to see much in the way of snowfall accumulation in Klamath Falls, but higher amounts in those higher elevations. Cascade passes very dicey coming up on Friday into Friday night. And then for the Rogue Valley, wet weather to end out the work week. We'll talk rainfall amounts with this system coming up.